Good evening, viewers. Welcome to this update on Hurricane Zeta. It is now officially a hurricane. This storm has gradually intensified as a Cat 2. It has made landfall in New Orleans this evening. It made landfall at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central Time this evening. We are already receiving numerous reports of flooding, storm surge, and power outages tonight. I do want to apologize whenever I upload this. I've been working on the MTA tape today. We had a board meeting. That's currently exporting right now. Thankfully, it's still going through the process right now. But I don't know when this is going to be finished, being honest with you. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But I hope everything will be up before 11 o'clock tonight. But let's get into it. So Zeta is a Cat 2, wind speed of 100 miles an hour, 972 the MB. So that's obviously a Cat 2. Then on the Safari scale, it's in agreement with that. The ground speed, and I'll move this a little bit to the right so you can see this. This is 25 miles an hour, as you can see. Moving north-northeast, 25 degrees, of course. 10 miles southwest of Sedale, Louisiana. So you know this is a big boy. It's this wants to make its way east, and so far it looks like it's on track for that. We are going to get into what we need to discuss. I'll read a news article. I'm not going to talk about California wildfires because nobody's really paying attention to it, being honest. Let me just move this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's read this article from Yahoo News. So, here we go. Hurricane Zeta came racing ashore its peak intensity late this evening. Well, later in the afternoon hours going into the evening. I'll move this center so you all can get an idea. Slamming Louisiana and delivering direct hit to New Orleans after rapidly strengthening during its journey across the Gulf of Mexico. And took until the 27th named storm of the season, 4 of which previously struck the Bayou State, to directly impact New Orleans. So, okay, I do apologize what I said earlier. According to Yahoo News, this made landfall at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern near Crocodile, Louisiana, then sliced through the southeastern portion of Louisiana, leaving behind a flooded mess in its wake. So, beating out 2002, Louisiana had 5 named storms this year. So, obviously, we know that 2005 was an active hurricane year. That's when Katrina hit. Also, I want to mention something very important here, that this is the week that Sandy made landfall in New York. So obviously, a close coincidence, don't you think, from the anniversary 8 years ago. But the maximum sustained winds were 110. So I want to highlight this here. This is a very important thing I need to discuss with you. So, here we go. Let me highlight this part. So I'm highlighting this part here, and I want you to take a look at this, because this is what is concerning here. This was 1 mile per hour shy of being a Cat 3 storm. So, you obviously cannot make this stuff up. You know, it's very scary. It's very scary. So, the eye wall may have directly hit New Orleans, and we may have not even known about it. Let's see what else. Alright, do we have wind gust reports? Because then maybe I don't have to show the windy.com thing. I can just close out of it. So I was worried this article wasn't going to have wind gust. Wow, take a look at this, folks. New Orleans, according to Fox 8 New Orleans, 94 miles per hour. Golden Meadow, Louisiana, 110 miles per hour. So can we look this up? Golden Meadow, Louisiana. I'm going to look this up. I'm very curious. Golden Meadow, LA. Now, where is Golden Meadow, Louisiana? I want to get an idea. It might be by the bayou. Let's see. Because remember, the bayous in Louisiana, they're in the eastern part of the state. The parishes are in the western part of Louisiana. So let me take a look at this for a second here. Is this anywhere near the bayou? I'm just taking a look. I'm just zooming out so I can get you an idea. Okay. Yeah. Like I figured, not too far from Grand Isle. So, this is the bayou. Not too far from New Orleans. So, this place, Golden Meadow, Louisiana, got to 110 miles per hour wind gust today. And then you got sandbags, no surprise. See, people in New Orleans have learned their lesson after Katrina. 15 years later, and people just don't let their guard down. Okay, I want to see if I can get you this. This is an interesting map that AccuWeather.com has here. So in this map, as you can see here, let's go to a timeline. Cristobal hit the state of Louisiana on June 7th. Then on August 24th, Marco had impacted the state. Then on August 27th, you had Laura, which impacted Lake Charles. Delta hit Louisiana just a little bit east of Lake Charles, close to Lafayette, on October 9th. And then Zeta just today making landfall. So in total, those are 5 storms. 6 almost could have hit Louisiana in 1 year. So obviously, very scary situation, of course. Now I want to show you this. Take a look at this. This is what the storm looked like when it was moving in. Okay? Let me move this down a little bit. Now you get an idea of what's going on here. So, this is when it made impact. See? Right there. Now, we can't really get an idea. Yeah, there's the eye. There's the eye. Right there. Right there. Yep. We caught the eye. We caught the eye. And then you get more clarity towards the evening hours. Yeah, I mean, this tried to get an eye in the overnight hours going into today. And we obviously had an expectation that today or tomorrow was going to be landfall. It was definitely today. That I can tell you. I want to show you what it looks like on the infrared here. Get you an idea. Move this a little bit. We'll move this. Take a look at this. Yep. This is when it exactly made landfall on the infrared. And current radar right now, currently the heavy band of rain is moving into Mississippi at this particular moment. So you're looking at the heavy band of rain that was in New Orleans earlier. Here it is in Mississippi. I'm going to show you what it looks like on Worldview, because this is this was when it made landfall in Worldview, as you can see here. Let's see when we go back one day, just to get an idea of what the situation was like. Yeah, see? There it is. So obviously, one whole day can make a difference. One whole day has the storm over the Yucatan. The next, Louisiana. And there is our other satellite view right there. So let's just get to our radar images. Apologize, I meant to go to this one. Here we go. Right there. Very scary to think what the storm is doing to the Gulf. And now moving into the south. Here's another look at it. Got 2 more radar images. I'm going to close out of Wendy.com because we did get an idea of the situation. Then I want to go to the National Hurricane Center's website and read from there. I do want to go to the Storm Prediction Center. I made a hiccup not reading them yesterday. That's how we'll close out the video tonight. So there's the eye. We actually caught the eye. There it is. Wow. Weather nerds, I'm going to give you credit. They did a great job catching the eye of the storm. See, this is the eye right there as it was moving into Louisiana tonight. Weathernerds.org, folks. These folks know what they're doing. I'm going to give them credit. Why do I have Mike's website on? I don't want to read that. No. Okay, let's go to Power Outage US. Texas is seeing outages from this. As far as Louisiana is concerned right now, we have 391,681 customers out this evening in the state of Louisiana. So let's just go now and see what's going on in the entire state of Louisiana. I want to take a look at Mississippi as well, because Mississippi should be priority item 2. Alabama, I'll check with them tomorrow. I'll check up on my friend over there. Good news is Cameron County's okay, so they got their power back mostly. But it's mostly the eastern part of the state tonight that is seeing outages. Why does this county have outages? Pointe Couprie, never heard of it. Yeah, look at this. Nearly an entire county is out tonight. I mean, that's scary to think that. St. Bernard County, half is out. Here's Orleans. Pretty much a majority of New Orleans tonight is without power. So, look at that. I mean, that's just scary to even think. Lafourche County. Never heard of that one. Okay. Learn something new every day, I guess. Jefferson County, 169,553 out. So it's very, once again, folks, a very scary situation tonight in Louisiana. Okay, I guess, right, we want to go to the Hurricane Center. We want to look at this. So what are we looking at here in terms of the storm surge? Because that is important. Yeah, they're talking about storm surge. I would be worried about this right now. Highest you're looking at is mouth of the Pearl River. Then you got coastline of Mississippi. Yep. Now, if this was Delmarva and a major hurricane was hitting along the eastern shore, I would be keeping an eye on this like it was a madhouse, wondering, you know, the beaches in Delaware and then Ocean City in Maryland. Or even if this was a situation in Virginia where Virginia Beach was impacted, Norfolk, the coastline, and the Hampton roads. I will tell you this right now. There are tropical storm warnings issued for the Hampton roads tomorrow. You don't believe me? You don't believe me. Well, wait a minute. Where are the watches, at least? There was supposed to be a tropical storm. Okay. Where is the tropical storm warning? There's supposed to be a tropical storm warning for... Okay, that's going to have to be updated tomorrow, because I'll definitely do another update. If I hear something in Hampton Roads, I'll keep you all posted, because look at this. This is concerning me now. This is going to make landfall as a tropical storm in Delmarva sometime tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm definitely worried about this. Look at this. Large majority of Delmarva is going to get impacted tomorrow, from Newcastle County all the way to Worcester and Somerset County. I mean, that's very alarming. I'm also worried Crisfield's going to see something from this. I have to keep an eye on Crisfield now, 'cause that's going to be another problem tomorrow. Okay. Let me take a look at flash flooding. What are we looking at here? Flash flooding risk is not good in Delmarva. You're looking at flash flooding all the beaches. And not to mention, We just had an oil spill in Lewis a couple days ago. So a lot of bad luck for the beaches in Delaware. Obviously, if you didn't hear, Bethany Beach is closed because they found oil on the beach. And they even found oil in Ocean City. And I wouldn't even be surprised if oil was found in Chincoteague and Aztec Island. That's not the point. Look at this. Look at all this flash flooding here. That's concerning to me. And then you got more flash flooding going into Friday. Look at New Jersey. They're historically known for flooding. So Jersey's going to have a hard time on Friday. That's for sure. Let me look at the rainfall. What are we looking on that right now? Okay, we're looking at 4 inches at least in terms of rain. And let me look at wind speed probability and then wind. That's what I want to look at. Yeah, you're looking at a high chance of wind. Now, what time do the winds come in New York City? Because we are expecting winds in New York City. That's no question. We are expecting rain as well tomorrow in New York City. Yeah, not so the afternoon it looks like tomorrow. The earliest we're looking at it. I'm going to read the message from the National Hurricane Center because now we're looking at a situation where this becomes a nor'easter. Alright, so let me look at this. I'll read the whole thing so I can be fair. A life-threatening storm surge is beginning along portions of the northern Gulf Coast with the highest inundation expected to occur somewhere between Port Fartron, Louisiana and Dauphin Island, Alabama, especially along the Mississippi coast. Overtopping of local non-federal levee systems is possible with southern Louisiana outside of the Hurricane Storm Damage Risk Reduction System. Extremely dangerous hurricane conditions are spreading across portions of the hurricane warning area along the southeastern Louisiana coast and will spread to the Mississippi coast this evening. Tropical storm conditions will spread into portions of the tropical storm warning area along Alabama and far western Florida Panhandle coast in the next few hours. Strong damaging wind gusts, which could cause tree damage and power outages, will spread well inland across portions of southeastern Mississippi, Alabama, northern Georgia, the Carolinas, and southeastern Virginia tonight and Thursday due to Zeta's fast-forward speed. Wind gusts can be especially severe across the southern Appalachian Mountains on Thursday. Through Thursday, heavy rainfall is expected from portions of the central U.S. Gulf Coast into the mid-Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, southern and central Appalachians, and mid-Island states near and advance of Zeta. This rainfall will lead to flash, urban, small stream, and minor river flooding. So, there you have it. Let me look at Louisiana one more time. Who has the most outages? Entergy. 392,193. What about Mississippi? I didn't think of looking at Mississippi. Oh, okay. Here we go. Mississippi right now, statewide, has 19,899. Where are the most outages? Let me see if I can get the most in the county. Right now, the most outages seem to be in this county called Hancock. Who has the most outages? Mississippi Power, followed by Coast EPA. That's who has the most outages in Alabama. And then Mississippi, my bad. What about Alabama? So I expect outages in Alabama. Yeah, Alabama's fine right now, but tomorrow they're gonna... Ugh. And most of this part of the country is gonna get issues. Georgia, the Carolinas, Kentucky, Virginia. Oh, they're gonna have problems tomorrow. I'll show you on the TFS to prove a point. Because we're almost done with this video. So, here's the GFS. I have the eastern coastline of the U.S. to prove a point here. So there you go. There it goes. Yep, like I figured. Yep. South Jersey's going to have a mess on Friday, that's for sure. Yeah, and then look. Rain in New York. Rain going into Friday. Now, the issue is, the snow on Friday. It looks like the snow is generally moving towards the east into New England. There you go. Hopefully a clear Halloween. Now let me look at the NAM and get an idea of what's going on with the East Coast on the NAM model. I will try to pull it up like this. So if I can play it like this, that would help me. Okay, what are we looking at here? Yeah, there goes the rain in New York. There goes the... Yeah, the models are in agreement about the rain. Yeah, but look at this. The snow... Hang on here a sec, folks. I gotta rewind that. Hang on here. No, this is too close to call. Look at this. Snow showers in Westchester County. Yeah, I could tell that little fork loop. That's Westchester. Oh, boy. That's going to have to really be monitored by a lot of the local meteorologists. So, Mr. G, Lee Goldberg, Lonnie Quinn, Janice Hoffman, you're going to have a lot of work to do tomorrow to keep an eye on this. Because snow could be in the Hudson Valley tomorrow. And going into Friday. Okay, this is Friday. And it does clear out by Halloween at least. But there may be people shoveling snow on Halloween. That's how real this is. So, one last thing. Let me look at the Storm Prediction Center. What do they have tonight? Okay, the Storm Prediction Center has given New Orleans, parts of Mississippi, parts of Florida, and parts of Alabama and a slight risk. Now let's take a look at day 2. That's how we'll wrap up this video. What are we looking at for day 2? Marginal risk now goes to a majority of the East Coast. Okay. North Carolina, Virginia, the Carolinas. Okay. That makes sense. And lastly, what about day 3? Okay, so they're not really worried about that. They only look at real severe weather like tornadoes and, I guess, flash flooding. This is more of a typical nor'easter event. So with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you all very much for watching. There will be much more to come tomorrow and on Friday because, once again, the majority of the Northeast is going to see some significant impact with rain and snow. So that will be monitoring this within the next 24 to 48 hours, especially going into tomorrow and going into Friday. So you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell when I'm notified to be, when you can get notified to be uploaded. Also, if you're on my Discord, the bot will notify you when I upload. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe if you are dealing with the impacts of Zeta tonight. Until the next one, please take care.